Hello everyone, welcome to another loved ones reading. Today is actually the Day of the Dead, so I'm not surprised at all that I was drawn to connect with the souls and the soul energy of loved ones. These are individuals that you would have a deep love with. You would have had a bond, shared secrets, shared private experiences that we have lost. So in your circumstance, maybe they have crossed over already, or they are just no longer a part of your life, an active member of your life. So we're connecting into their soul energies. Even if they're present here, you're just not connected anymore. So partners fall into this. So husbands, wives, lovers, best friends fall into this category as well. Mentors, relatives that we may have had a closer connection with, siblings, right? Grandparents, aunts and uncles, sometimes cousins. We have a really close, deep bond with. So whoever kind of falls into that category, like I said, either they have passed on and returned into soul form, or we're just connecting into that individual's soul energies just because they're no longer actively present in your life right now. You need more time to tune in to which card, 1, 2, or 3, that you feel most drawn to. Feel free to pause the video. Otherwise, I'm going to set up and get ready for those of you drawn to card number 1, group 1, pile 1. I am an organic reader, so you're always going to see me kind of set up like this. So what we're going to do is charms. So we'll connect in with their energies, and we'll see where they want to focus the conversation with you. We'll use the tarot cards to help elaborate and emphasize their message and their connection with you. And I was also drawn to bring down my bowl of Grab-A-Boy codes. So these are codes that you can just draw. You can say them repeatedly, either in your mind or out loud. You can actually write them out, but they're just to help increase your vibrational energy in that area. So we'll see why your deep loved one here wants to add in some vibrational support here to you. This is a tangible way that they can give you some vibrational upgrade, right? They're unable to hug you, to give you a kiss, to embrace you, to smile. So let's start with getting your charms. Just let them discard here so we're not making a mess on the board, because there's a lot they don't want, they don't need. Okay, send right out. See what they want to focus in. We've got very specific messages or message in mind. I'm starting to feel movement. We'll see they're anticipating a quadrant or a tile that I'm coming up to. Okay. Oh, twitch. Okay. Just going to keep going around because I do feel like they want to place this dove somewhere. So we'll see where it might fall. Maybe where I initially felt the twitch here. Yeah, they're kind of pulling my fingers. There we go. Let's see what they want to. I really want to focus here on career, on goals, where your path is headed now. And I feel like this belongs on the yes, as it almost leapt out of my hand there. I don't know if you saw that. It was like, let go, let me go on the tile I'm meant to be on. So let's get cards to associate with their messaging. Try to focus on what I'm doing here. I don't know why I looked off to the side. Absolutely nothing drew my attention. So maybe that was you. Maybe something grabbed your attention just now. Just like this card that's flipping, just like the heart did over there. I don't know, maybe you've been flipping out lately, right? Quick to flare up, quick to be triggered, maybe not knowing why. You're just kind of in that hypertension state. That could be what they're trying to indicate as well. Is they know that that's happening. They want to just come in with some calming spirit. Okay. Just making sure I know what the charm is, but we can use the other side here. There we go. All right, and then the codes. Let's see. Discard. And we'll just place it here with your primary that you've been drawn into. I just want that one green one. Okay. Group 1. Connecting in, and then we'll get started here. Yeah, maybe we'll just kick off with the code. Let's see what vibrational area they want to support you with most. Okay. While we are talking about, a partner, a best friend, right? That kind of deep love. So they want to help you raise your vibration to bring in a new, deeper love, or help you to manifest going to that similar level of love with somebody already in your arena. So you have 888 412 128 9018. Just write them out. Like I said, you can just scry them in the air. You can write them out on paper, speak it out, think it throughout the day, once a day, multiple times throughout the day, whenever it strikes you to do so. And it'll just, I wonder if I can get that to sit up a little bit. It'll just help raise your vibration in the heart area to bring in the match, right? There's emphasis here on the kindred spirit. Okay, so the card that you were drawn to, the unifier, the commonality for everyone, and all the loved ones that are going to come through, all the souls. Placing emphasis on home here. So I don't know if that's very likely how they made you feel. Like whenever you were in their energy, you just felt like, this is the definition of home, right? This is where I want to be. This is where I want to spend all my time. So you were probably very, very close in terms of friendship, in addition to that deep love and care you had for one another. Whether you resided in the same home together, but you both felt like home. They felt like home to you, and you felt like home to them. Such a beautiful, deep level of comfort here, and ability to just kind of be yourself, right? That's what I'm seeing here. They're kind of seeing they're showing me like ability to like cry right in front of each other. Let the emotions just be yourself around each other. Your uniqueness, your sparkle. Draw me to kind of your shine here. Okay. So your quiet, comfy, loving counterpart here is coming through. The energy feels like home. It's nice that they want you to help manifest this similar energy, right? Let's replace this. Let's get you back to this level of deep comfort. I'm just going to take a note actually on that. Feels like home. I think that'll be enough for me to remember before I get into the next groups. Okay, let's start with the charms here. Message from loved ones. Obviously, we're doing a loved ones reading. So we'll start here first. This is my embrace charm, arms wide open, get in here for a hug. So glad to see you. Energy, right? That type of big greeting, the welcoming committee kind of greeting. The big smile, full of joy, happiness. So great to see you. Energy that they're bringing in on the piece here of the dove. So they're showing me the beautiful historical story where three white doves, landed on and stayed with a statue of Mary until a certain point in a mass ceremony. I think one dove spread its wings, and that's when they kind of soared. But they're showing me that. So, Mary is known for peace and hope. So they're trying to bring in some hope here to you. Joy, hope. Be open and welcoming to what's next, right? Be ready to embrace. Ready to embrace what's next. Look at your world. Look at here's the leaping for joy. But look at your world coming to light here, right? Mostly your heart center. We already saw that in the opening message here. But that's just joy, happiness. Doesn't necessarily mean a new romance. But you're going to be back into that energy more often. That's what suits you best. I love how this is sort of the victorious, triumphant, large, like Olympic style fire cauldron, right? Shining on you. You will be you will get there. Have hope that if you're still in that grieving state, right, you will get here. That's likely why they're trying to raise your vibration, just to help kickstart it, right? Help get your flame glowing. They're adding to it. Got your little angels there at the bottom, adding to it. So some energy shift in the heart area, and joy and happiness. Okay. I'm going to come up to the leaping heart here, since we are talking about heart, and this leapt off the hand right onto the yes, so an answer of yes to you. However that fits, whatever immediately came to mind when you either saw it during the intro or just now, if you're joining now. But this is my balanced. This is the yin, the yang. This is, if it's a new love, this would be my soulmate. This is a soulmate message, charm. But again, there's this match, right? This is the complementary, the lock that fits together. There's the looping again. Maybe that's the sign to you, right? That your vibration is high when you're around this person, right? You're going to start to feel the flutter, the butterflies. You're going to feel lighter, like the leaping, right? You want to kind of skip. You want to, you can't help but smile, right? The corners of our mouths, right, involuntarily go up, even if we're trying to be like, no, I don't want to show that I'm starting to feel something. Like you just smile, or your eyes shine. So a whole bunch of signs here that there's a complementary match here for you, or you're going to get to that status now. If, like I said, if you're already in a commitment, or this is your internal relationship with self, you're going to return to that balance, right? You're going to feel light again. You're going to be able and open to and willing to feel love again. So yes, have hope. You are going to get there. You are ready. The time is right, if that's what you're wondering. Okay. This is nice. It's like they're handing you, right? They're handing you from heaven this next wand, right? Look at everything that you've planted together behind, right? Here's all your relationship with them and your memories and your experiences. And here they are handing you, yes, move forward with this next chapter, this next phase, this next person. And here you are, right? You've moved ahead, you've recovered, you feel ready, and you plant it. You accept. You accept the balance of love. You accept that you're ready. You accept this new commitment. You're comfortable in knowing that you have this approval, this support, this encouragement from your loved one to proceed, to follow your intuition, right? Follow your heart. Because you've asked them, should I? And they're saying, yes, go ahead. I'm handing this to you. Okay. So now we have career and goals, where your path is taking you. So if you're like in retirement, we still have goals, like we still have retirement goals. So this is also life goals, I guess is what I'm trying to say, because it's where your soul path, where your current journey is taking you. And we have this serendipitous, once in a blue moon moment coming up, this magical opportunity. Could be a chance meeting, could be a once in a lifetime um, gift that you receive. Examples like a free trip, right? A contest win, or somebody offers you all expense paid for whatever reason. Could also be a chance to experience just a different kind of food, a concert. It doesn't always have to be grand scale, but it's enough for it to be noticeable and to be not common, right? It wouldn't be something that you commonly receive. And it's something that is uniquely like fitted to you, right? It's going to be connected to an interest, a passion. So like I said, a chance meeting, a chance connection here that will leap you forward with your career, your life goals. And I can say that because of the stepping blocks here. So if you've got a serendipitous moment, a magical moment coming, you're going to kind of accelerate and either fly up these stairs or you're going to leapfrog them, because the building blocks are already in place, right? You don't actually have to build your steps. You don't have to put the next things in place. They're already there for you. You're just accepting them. You're just walking right up them. So there seems to be either some beautiful creative flow here, the orange hue that they're drawing me into, that leads to, something new. Sometimes we do a side thing that are, because it is connected to a passion and interest here. And maybe this serendipitous connection knows how to get you past a significant number of milestones, right? This could be the right partnership coming together, to your company and their company, two people coming together, your skills and their skills, your contacts, their contacts. So there's some kind of fast movement here, some interesting quick momentum. It's easier. It becomes easier. Yeah, look at that. Ace of Cups with our Four of Wands, the security, the stability, the foundation. Potentially, it's this connection here that the love connection also brings sort of added value to the professional realm or your life goals realm. Obviously, like being able to start a family, as we see here, the combination of wealth, right? Dual income, household, the ability to usher things forward. If this isn't a new partner in that sense, if it's just a business partner, a colleague, your friendship, they have the connections, they have the tools, they have sort of what you need, in addition to their passion to see you succeed and their desire to want you to grow. Like, they're all in and supporting you here. So you have a wonderful, fantastical, serendipitous moment coming up here where it's going to feel like your life kind of changes overnight, right? Before the next phase of the moon, all of a sudden you're in this new wonderful, very stable, opulent, prosperous, abundant scenario in terms of career and life goals. So you're going to be moving ahead, momentum. It's going to start moving here forward for you. So really lovely messages for you from your loved one. Hopefully that resonated. You could feel them come through. I'm going to transition now to group number 2. So if you're drawn to the second or third card, you can use the timestamps below to jump ahead if you want. I always welcome you to hang out with me. It's always nice to have people with me as I'm babbling away and cleaning up and resetting the board and the cards here, or I guess just the paper, not really a board. Okay. Give them a little fresh shuffle. And then we'll head into group 2. Welcome everybody that was drawn to this card. What we'll do is we'll get into your energies, just shifting from the first group, coming into your group. So just a reminder, we're connecting in with a loved one that's no longer present in your life. So either they've crossed over already, or this is a connection, a deep, loving bond connection. So when you have ample experience with, private moments with, secrets with, that's just no longer in your life. So it could be an ending to a relationship. We're going to use charms, and we're going to have cards to emphasize the messages that they want to bring forward to you today. And we're going to also have a grab-a-boy code. So this is a number that you can use to amplify and increase your frequency. So they're going to choose an energetic area that they want to help increase your energy. So something tangible, a tangible form that you can feel and see their divine interaction with you when you leverage the codes. Okay, so let's start with getting the charms first. Okay, so let's see where they want to focus in for you. I'll just knock this bowl just so I can get to the edge if needed. Okay. Still feel movement, so I'm just going to wait. I always try to turn my hands so you can see them at work here, because I'm not moving at all. There we go. They feel happy about that. Okay, the right one must be nearby. And do another pass just to make sure. Okay. So we're going to do a little cleanup. Even with them dropping some in the bowls, still had to do cleanup. Oh, okay. We want the fairy. Let's get the cards to help further elaborate the message for you. Make sure you have a good conversation while you're connecting in with this loved one. In this format. I feel like they were correcting me as in, you connect with them often, in your own direct conversations. So making sure I didn't misspeak there. Oh, let's put those back up there. And now we'll get your code here on your card. We'll see where they want to just help tune up your energy in what area. Let's see here. I think they want this top pink one. Okay. All right. So, group 2. Let's see, your loved ones. Starting with the card you tuned into. I'm going to try to get what initial messages from your loved ones. Usually it's characteristic traits or maybe a memory to help you all connect with them. Let's see here. So the card right now is reflecting back onto me my zodiac sign. We're known for being like a straight shooter, blunt. We're gonna say it and call it like it is. We're not gonna hold our punches. And I also feel like that's part of the personality of this individual because it was always in your best interest, right? So if this is a best friend energy or a cousin, that kind of sibling relationship bond, or your romantic partner, they would have been someone who was like, you're not going out in that outfit. They know that it was going to sting your self-esteem, but they'd rather tell you the truth and make sure you looked really great and were feeling really great as well, not just feeling great, right? They want you to look and feel, not just feel. So that kind of personality of I'm always going to stand up for you, but I was a person of a few words. I would just give you my opinion. Even when they're being jovial, right? Just their natural dialogue seems just very brief. Text messages would be short, phone calls would be short, responses would be short. If they were joking, they're the like the one-liner kind of wit, the really quick joke, quick question and answer style. They might be an individual also that kind of plays the prank, right? What's on your shirt or tap your shoulder, just as their little way to kind of be able to lock eyes with you, to be able to smile, to show that they're thinking of you, giving attention to you. So there's like the briefness, the quickness, but also the directness of them. Quite, I was going to say quite wonderful spirit, but then it makes me sound boastful because I'm a Sag. So I'm just like, yeah, I love that kind of person. I resonate. I resonate with that kind of person. Okay. All right. Attract your crush. So they want to increase your ability, your heart chakra, kind of just tune it up to improve your powers of manifestation. So not necessarily your crush as in a next love partner. It's just your crush in terms of a dream come true. So you could be attracting a job. You could be leaning more into an interest, so improving your skills or ability at a talent. So attracting that kind of opportunity. So 899-74476. You can just repeat that out loud in your head. You can draw it in the air. You can draw it down on something. You can actually write it out. Mention it once a day. Mention it whenever it strikes you to do so. Multiple times throughout the day, just to tune it up. So they just want to help you, hit the, as you can see here, hit the bullseye, right? Let's get you there. Let's attract what I can see you wanting in your heart to you. What are you crushing on right now? Is it a puppy in the window that's got your attention? It could be something like that. Now I'm just going to take that note that they're very direct, kind of brief, strong, supportive. My timestamp notes. Okay. Let's get into their messages here for you. I'm going to start here with the balance on your wealth, finances. There seems to be a return to balancing. Sort of the I love you soccer is balancing on the top of the ball here. Also the black and white of a football, a soccer ball, depending on your country, is also balance, restoration of balance. So with the I love soccer, this is it landed on finances. So it's a return to stability financially, but it's also a return to your own sort of emotional stability with the heart here. Because obviously with finances, any kind of tension, stress in that area, we're not always feeling 100%, right? Every now and again, we might be pulled emotionally or physically, have some physical symptoms like lack of sleep. But there's a restoration here. There's a return to balance, restoring of the finances, of your wealth. You're going to feel more stable, more secure. Oh, look at the angels. Your loved one is choosing to play music for you. So this is a big announcement then. This is a big deal. When they're playing music, they want your attention here. So this is huge for you. So maybe a huge victory, a huge success that you're about to overcome, right? Maybe finances since their departure, or maybe this has always been an area that you've struggled with. They're congratulating you here. They're letting you know this restoration, this balance, it's definitely happening. Because they can see it. So whether you're feeling it now, it is happening. Congratulations. Big announcement. I mean, the big announcement could also be connected to finances, which helps restore balance. So this could be, well, it's a judgment card. So it could be like a payout in your favor. So insurance pays out. Obviously, court cases pay out. This could be you completing a loan of some kind. So paying off a mortgage, paying off a loan, eliminating some kind of debt. Or this could be as grandiose as like a lottery win, some kind of windfall, a huge bonus, year-end bonus as we head into November, December. So something, a big enough scenario related to your finances and the restoration of finances that they're playing their angelic music for you. Okay, so we have good vibes only with one of my more whimsical butterflies of transformation. So this is playful. This is youthfulness energy. This is joy and spontaneity and a willingness to do this or that, right? Kind of the airiness here of going with the flow. Yeah, let's try that, right? Good vibes only. You're sitting in. You've transformed into, this is the energy I'm sitting in. And this loved one is here living for it. They like that you've transitioned. Okay. Wanted me to switch sides here. So the knights are walking towards each other, greeting each other, coming together. Look at your finances, right? Here's the restoration. The volcano is behind the Knight of the Wands. He's already in the force of abundance with his magic wand, right? His power of manifestation, his Midas touch. And now he's coming together with wealth. The Knight of Pentacles is meeting him at the edge or along the trail within the forest of abundance. And then we have the squirrel up top. And the squirrel is representative of your soul. So your own soul. Oh, and they're saying don't forget the bunny. The bunny in the bottom, that is your timekeeper, your soul journey. So you are at, I mean, we came right after the announcement here, but the good vibes only, this is where you're headed. You are right at this intersection of this beautiful restoration of balance. You are now master of your of you, right? You've mastered, you've walked away from whatever period, challenging period or challenging situation. You've conquered, you've walked forward, and your finances are meeting you there. Your soul and your rabbit here, your angel and your sort of Akashic Records check-in is letting you know you're at this major milestone. You're at this major check-in point. And there's only good energy coming out of that. So get ready for some good vibes only. Everything's aligning. Okay, so matter of the heart, deep purple. So something that weighs on you often, a question that's kind of weighing on you, or just an emotion that you struggle with. Could be, right? We all have different emotions we struggle with. Could be anxiety, nerves, stress, anger even, right? Depression, self-doubt. So something like that you struggle with for sure because it weighs on you, the weight on the shoulder here. But they're showing the star. So I feel like with the moon here, it could be just something that you kind of cycle through. For example, myself, I'm a para insomniac. So there's periods, a good stretch where there's no sleep at all, but I'm functioning. And then I'm back to regular rhythm. So it could be something like that they're aware of. But with the star here, there's good favor. So either you're starting to come out of one of those cycles. So way to go. You've gone through it again successfully. The moon here also feels thin. So I feel like maybe you were in that state a much shorter period of time. And you're really starting to figure it out. You're really starting to realize what the trigger is, how to recover faster, how to function with it daily. Like they had me share my para-insomnia story. So they know that this is something that's heavy, something you live with, and something you're successfully, like with each like short moment of it, like each time you're experiencing it, you come out with it with such profound insight and learning that you're getting better and better and better at it, managing while you're in it, getting out of it quicker. Okay, so let's go to the cards, see what they're pairing this with. So your loved one here, I like when they use this card. This is their like kind of like goodbye, right? We've had a great chat. They're about to head back. They're leaving behind, right? You're still with your bunny and your squirrel because you're at this major milestone. So glad I got to check in with you here. Look, even the road path split. So we got to check in together at your major milestone. Off you go to meet your financial future, right? Your good fortune. I'm still here watching you. So they're kind of doing their little goodbye. And here, look at you moving forward, right? You're taking with you only your learning, your wisdom, like I was sharing about this emotional state that you fall into. But see how this more recent one that they were celebrating, that they know that you're coming out of. Look at the fox. This is all about creativity, how smart you are, how you're focused on the solution. This time this time you're probably focused on the solution and not the emotion that you're in. You were probably focused more on how do I get out of here? How do I get out of this? I'm going to get myself out of this. And you did. So you're increasing your wisdom here, your strength, your courage, your bravery, because you're also about to head out through this gate here. You're like, enough of this. And maybe that's what you said this last time around. Like, okay, this is it. Enough. I'll use my own name, like, enough, Ashley. That's it. That's the last time. I'm going to head this way, right? I'm going to approach it now this way. So a nice little farewell. Great to see you. Great to chat. Be seeing you soon, right? When you get around the corner, I'll be there. But right now they're leaving you in good hands with your your guardian angel down here in your soul. So you are in the right place, my friends. You are heading towards a more fortunate, happier time. Big announcement, group number 2. So no wonder they're like, yeah, let's radiate. Let's continue these powers of manifestation that you've found, that you've had. Let's keep focusing on that. Let's keep attracting all the good stuff to you. So wonderful reading here, messages from your loved ones. If you were drawn to the 3rd card, I'm gonna transition now to the 3rd card. Do a little cleanup. If you were attracted to group 1, you can use the stamps below, timestamps below, to jump back even. Otherwise, I'll see you at our next check-in with loved ones. Okay, so let's get ready for group 3, card 3. Get you guys all set up. Let's have this loved one come down, invite the soul energies down. Okay. Just fix the camera that I knocked around with the ending of the last reading, or the last group, I should say. All right, so group 3, pile 3, card 3, however you want to refer to yourselves. You were drawn into this card. So what we're going to do is get some charms. We'll pair them with cards to emphasize the message from your loved one. And they've been using Grab-A-Boy codes today. So we'll see which one they want to pull onto their card. And this is their message to you, that they just want to help you increase your energetic vibration in that area. This is something tangible that you can see and feel translate in your present daily life from their energy, right? So you can see and feel that connection with you. Let's go ahead and get the charms here. Let's see what they want to bring down for messages. I'm just going to move the bowl so I can go along the edge. I'll just pause when I feel movement. I always try to make sure you can see it on camera. You can see the interaction with your loved one here. It's like when they leave us feathers and coins, right? Ring bells around us and chimes. Set off our alarms. All the fun stuff. That's the one they want. So we're going to put that one there. All right. Just doing the not so fast one-handed cleanup. Okay. Starting up there. And we don't want these two. Okay. That's fine. Let's get the cards for additional message, added emphasis. I will just share with you, all signs got the same kind of very focused amount of charms and cards, so don't feel like I swept a whole bunch off the board. Your family members, your loved ones here, your partners, your friends, you're just being very clear and direct. Okay, and then we'll get the code that they want to give you. Where do they want to help you energetically? Okay. I don't know if you saw that movement of the pink one right off the top here in the front. Do you think they want that one? Okay, so there we got our code. All right, are you ready for a chat? Are you guys ready? Let's see. Let's start with the code first. Let's see what energetic area they want to help you with. They want to just increase your wealth. So financial independence is any kind of income that you have access to. So career, retirement funds, investments, savings. We just want to help you build that all. So 365-7745. You can just say that out loud like I did. You can repeat it in your head. You can draw it out in the air. You can write it on stuff. You can actually physically write it out once a day, whenever you feel the need to kind of tune this up, but it's just attracting wealth, abundance to you. Nice pairing as well with our farmer here, growing his crops, tending to his crops. So even your loved ones on the other side, they're tending to your tending to your wealth, right? Planting opportunities in front of you to see if you'll grab them. So they're doing a little bit of the divine work, right? We'll put the opportunities in front of you and you tune into them, right? And that will work together for you to have some more freedom here, some more, increase in status, right? A level up in your lifestyle. The feeling of security, safety, not feeling lack or without. That's what that means. That's what they want. Okay, but let's see what the personality is here. How can I help you understand who's coming through and sharing that message with you? It's quite nice because he's turned into, here we have postal workers that walk around to deliver mail. So I don't know if a majority or a key aspect of their personality, or they were just always known for walking around, right? So either they're walking the neighborhood to talk to neighbors, check on neighbors. They were known for being part of a walking or running group. They were the boss or the colleague, the close friend that would always come around, check in on you, pop in, right? Hey, I'm just going to drop in for a coffee. Hey, I'm going to go stroll down the boardwalk. Come with me. There's just this like constant movement with them, like you have with the courier. Now, they might be in the courier profession, or maybe they were, or perhaps this was a very close bond that you have that you used to correspond with. So, I mean, if you are in your later years, your golden years, when you were younger, writing love letters to each other, correspondence during wartime, like you still might have these letters. You might be someone that still has emails, text messages. They're really tuning me in here to the courier, the postal aspect here, the communication, the constant communication. Look at all the wands, just in constant communication. So this might have been a friend or a partner, a relationship that you're in where that was your dynamic with them too, right? This was a day did not pass where you did not check in. I have a girlfriend that her family dynamic was very much like that. Top of the morning, she woke up. During her morning coffee, she was calling and checking in with her mom and her dad. She recently, in the recent years, lost her father. So this would be an example of her father coming through, trying to communicate to her that, we had a lot of communication. We were frequently in communication. He was also in the field of communication. He wrote. He shared editorial. He also owned a farm. So I'm just sharing her example as a way of how these family members try to connect through a simple attribute, how it connects to so many things they did with you that they're known for doing. But they're really focusing in on the walking, the movement, and communication. So, and the checking in with you. So either, like I said, on phone, through writing, or actually dropping in on you. You were always aware, always checking in. Very nice bond you had here. Another example is my father. When he went to work, he and my mother had regular kind of call times throughout the day. So she knew, and his profession was mining. So he would be walking a lot underground, checking on things. So checking in with her and checking in on things as part of his profession. That's just another example. So you don't get too hung up on courier, postal worker. It could be, anything. Okay, let me just take that note so I don't forget with your group. Communications. I'm going to put daily after that. So this, like I said, it's definitely like very frequent, high frequent communicators, right? High frequent flyers, high frequent communicators. I'm going to put checking in and walking. Okay. So your charms. Where do we want to start with the messages? Well, we'll start with the campfire. This is usually a charm they use to start me off anyways, because when we tend to look at fires, we're drawn in, right? They're very hypnotic. Looking at a candle flame, campfire flame, a fireplace flame, the warmth warms us up. The way the flames dance, very hypnotic. They can help us get into a dream state or like a Zen state, calming state. So it says from your archangels or from the archangels. So your loved one. I want to feel like they have um, a spiritual element here. So your loved one would have been known for, going to church even, or just having a belief system. Like they would have been open, communicative of their belief system. You might have had traditions around religious holidays as well, a faithful home. So there's a degree of faith here with them, but they want you to focus in. So they're drawing you in. So the message is going to be in the card. They're drawing you in from the archangels. Maybe you've asked for proof. I want to know this is you. Give me some proof. Because this is like proof from heaven here, right? Proof from the other side. Whatever you believe in, this is what they believe in. And yes, I'm here. I'm listening. I hear. I see. Let's see what kind of proof I can give you guys. What can I offer you? Please take away whatever you see in the card, because they've chose this card. It could be the words, the colors, the depiction, the pattern. Let's see here. What proof, language, words are they giving me for you? So I'm starting off in the middle here of the heart. They're really emphasizing that sun design. It's really popping off the card for me right now. It's kind of 3D-ish almost. Sort of the brightness of the sun. I mean, it could be that word particularly. Either you associate the sun with them. They are your sun. You are their sun. Maybe if you're female or it doesn't have to be female, but maybe you married their latest son-in-law, grandson, or like Sunny, like the name Sunny. Could be a term of endearment, but also a first name, a last name as well. But they're emphasizing sun right now with you. For those of you that's going to resonate with. I'm aware that there's a large group here, so now they're pulling me to the background here. All of this kind of beautiful ethereal purple, yellow, white flame back here. What are these wisps? Let's see what they're doing there. They keep showing me like wizard beards and like Santa Claus beards. I don't know if your loved one had a beard, if that's what you attribute to them, a beard. Long, wispy. trying to decipher. So, you might have like an animal around you that has this. I don't know if this is like a stuffed toy with a beard, or you have a pet. Sometimes dogs and cats can look like they have a beard, or they actually do, just the way their tuft of their coat kind of falls. There's a stuffed toy. I think I said that already, right? A stuffed toy with a beard. I'm also seeing, like, how like horses and goats. Goats for sure have like a little bit of beard, but sometimes horses have like extra whiskers on the bottom as well. So I feel like either there's like an animal or a stuffed toy of some kind that you associate with, like, the uniqueness here is the beard. They themselves, like, if they themselves didn't have a beard that you like would tug on, or is a physical attribute for them that you attribute to them. Let's see if there's any other sign. Just see if that connects in here. Okay, so now we're heading up to these 3 swords. What's the sign from the swords? It feels like the front of a building here. Obviously, I was talking about faith up here, so this looks like the front steeple, right? But homes also have that, right? They'll have an archway, and maybe you have a little a chimney that's coming out the top. So I don't know if they're trying to tell you, I see your home. I know what it looks like, or you might have caught yourself like parking next to, or your eye got caught and you recently looked at a steeple. You drove by the church that they used to frequent, or you suddenly had a renewed sense of faith, like, oh, maybe I should go to a mass, a prayer, a ceremony, join the community, do something. But I just feel like they keep showing me like the front doorway of a house. Like, I see your house. I know what it looks like. So beard, house, and sun, whatever. Hopefully those are signs that connected with you, for those of you that asked for the sign. I just need some extra validation that it's you, that you were there, that you saw. Okay. So your headspace, so your emotions, your thoughts, not necessarily your heart emotions, but just your thoughts here seem to be overwhelmed. The huge turtle is here, and they come in to carry a heavy burden. So you have a heavy burden on your mind that they are aware of, and they're swooping in to take it from you and carry it away from you, right? You might get this in your physical present day as well. This is an example of your loved one sending in a physical big supporter, big piece of help to come and take that burden off of you. So they're aware there is something that is just sitting on the mind, troubling your mind, weighing down your mind. And they're going to come in and help resolve that. Yeah, look at them up in the sky. Yeah, look at them in the universe, working with your energies, with the soul energies, with divine order of what's already planned for you in your soul path. So here I am, helping, working. Clear as day that it's very likely a financial element to this. Could be concerned of, how do I afford this house that they kept saying. I see your house, don't worry, you've got it. But if financial matters are weighing on your mind, especially with holiday time coming up, sometimes that's a pocket stretch period for us, trying to make sure that we're not forgetting to show that we care and love. We always want our youth to experience a good time in that season. So there might be a little concerned here of if you have enough to kind of go around, but they're divinely helping and working with you to help alleviate this pressure. So like I said, they're either going to send in, or they're going to work with your soul so that you receive an epiphany, right? You get a gut instinct, an intuitive notion to take an action, to do a certain response. So they're communicating here health and finances. Look at the nice big green planet there right behind your loved one. So we know, we understand, you're working on it diligently, right? Look at you paying attention to it, and so are we. We are helping. We hear you, we're helping. Okay, so we have some important guidance for you. So some advice, a little, maybe a sneak peek even, but it's related to this new start. Either you've already done a new start, we saw this house here, or these opportunities, right? They're planting opportunities in front of you. So this new beginning, this fresh start, early days of a new chapter, or the first days into a new milestone. So they're going to gift you here with some free advice, right? For what it's worth, because it's sitting on the green. For what it's worth, since we're chatting. Nope, they wanted it on this side. Since we're chatting, here's what I want to say to you. Okay. So the Three of Cups here, I feel like they're saying, like, don't forget to have fun in life. Not to saying that you aren't, but it's like maybe, we can get, obviously, you got something heavy on your mind here, but we can get so focused that we forget to find the joy in the task, right? We might be dealing with a workplace scenario, but we still need to find the joy in it. We still need to approach it with a joie de vivre. Try not to get pulled into details, right? She's kind of got her toe there in the cup. Try not to get pulled down and weighted down by that. Try to keep your heart, your passion force going. Keep your spirits high. Keep sort of that joy, playfulness, happiness feeling that they're showing me up here in the corner with the golden dress there. So just a little, hey, don't sweat the small stuff, right? Don't make mountains out of molehills. Find the funny in a situation, right? Try to laugh it off. Move forward. Now, and there's kind of a goodbye card here before they head back. And it's interesting with the two red cardinals here. It's like they're saying, like, see you at Christmas. I mean, they're with you all the time, but for some reason I feel like they're like, good chat, check in again with you at Christmas. There's something here about sort of the winter festivities. Not that you celebrate Christmas, but there's something here about the winter holidays that they're definitely looking forward to. They're going to see you there. So it must be like a family feast that is like traditional for you all. Maybe you're hosting this year, going back to the house. So he's like, yeah, I'll be there, see you there. This loved one is coming. I'll be there. Yeah, there's just this, I'll be there, at the holidays, whatever you're doing. But it feels like a celebration, and they're letting you know I'll be there because I'm someone who likes to have the good times in life, right? Make the good memories. So some free advice. I'm going to be there, and don't forget to find the fun in life. Don't get too serious. Try not to get trapped in seriousness, right? In moments and bouts of seriousness. So other than that, just a beautiful reading here from your loved ones, but a lot of emphasis for this group of I'm here, I'm watching, here's some signs, I'll be there. So, have the faith. I'm showing my faith. I'll give you as many signs as I need to. So they are with you. 100%. Your loved one is with you.